Okay, in the working together problem, what you're going to have is you're going to have two individuals um, working independently to complete a job and then together to complete the job. And we're going to try to figure out um, how long it takes them to do the work. And on number 15 here, um, we're actually going to change this. 63 days should have actually been a 6 here. 63 days to complete painting a house would be an extremely long period of time, so we're going to change that to 6. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to start listing out the people. So we've got Joe and we've got Tim, and then we're going to have how long it takes them to work together. Okay, and we're going to have the whole job, and then we're going to have their work rate. Okay, and this is going to be per, in this case it's taking days to do the job, so this is per day. Okay, so Joe could do the whole job and so long, and Tim, and then together. So Joe and Tim working together can paint the house in 6 days. So that's together is 6 days. Joe by himself can do it in 1 day less than Tim. So if Tim is, let's call him T, then Joe would be T minus 1, because Joe can do it in 1 day less than Tim. Okay. Their work rates, well, if it takes 6 hours for them to do the entire job, they can get 1/6 of it done per day. Tim can get 1 over T done per day, and Joe can get 1 over T minus 1 done, part of the job done per day. And then what we can do is if you add up their individual work rates together, you should get their combined work rate. So we're going to have 1 over T minus 1 plus 1 over T, and that's going to equal 1 over 6. Okay. So now we just need an LCD and multiply through by your LCD. What's your LCD in this problem? We're going to need a T minus 1. Oops. Sorry, this is a T minus 1. And we're going to need a T and a 6. So this is going to be 6T, T minus 1 for your LCD. So that's what we're going to multiply this side and this side by. 6T, T minus 1, 6T, T minus 1. So when we distribute here to both, the T minus 1's cancel and you get 6T, plus over here the T's cancel and you get 6 times T minus 1 equals, here the 6's cancel and you're left with T times T minus 1. Now we need to distribute here, so you get 6T plus 6T minus 6 equals, distribute here, you get T squared minus T. Now it looks like we're going to have a T squared in our final answer, so we're going to set this equal to 0, bringing these over. So we're going to get T squared, this is 12T, subtracted over, get you negative 13T. Then you're going to have to add the 6 to the other side, so that's plus 6. So now we're looking for factors of 6 to get 13. Doesn't appear there are any, so we're going to have to use the quadratic formula. Okay. So using a quadratic formula, you've got T equals opposite of B, which would be positive 13, plus or minus the square root of negative 13 squared minus 4 times A, which is 1, times C, which is 6, all over 2 times A, which is 1. So T equals 13 plus or minus square root of 169 minus 24, all over 2. So t equals 13 plus or minus square root of 145 over 2. So that means t would be approximately, if we pop that in a calculator, when we do the plus, we're going to get 12.02, or if we do the minus, we get negative 0.02. Okay? But we can't have a negative amount of days, so that one gets thrown out. So it takes Tim, and that's what we're looking for, Tim to do it by himself. Tim takes 12.02 days. Okay? And that's your answer on that one.